Once you begin to get an insight into the inner workings of your current state of mind, once you become familiar with the kind of thoughts that you are thinking on a regular basis, perhaps the exact same thoughts every single day, which tends to be the case for most of us, you can begin to put pen to paper and decide what thoughts you want to fill your mind with. You can decide which thoughts are going to be the most conducive and supportive for you on your 2020 upgrade journey. Thoughts create your reality. And so why in heavens wouldn't you want to think thoughts that make you feel good? And why in heavens wouldn't you want to think thoughts that put you in a state of mind where you believe categorically in your ability to live the life that you want? Based on the exercise that you may or may not have begun from last class, and the information that you've been gathering about what your predominant thoughts are throughout the day, you are going to design a set of affirmations that are unique and personal to you. You can call them power statements, which we sometimes do with my clients. You can call them happy thoughts. You can call them anything you like. In essence, what they are a set of words that speak in the opposite vein of the heavy, negative, downward spiraling thoughts that perhaps you've been plagued with for as long as you can remember. So, for example, you will take the thought that is undesirable. That might be, nothing ever works out for me. And you would flip it on its back. And you would say, everything always works out for me. If you found out that one of your predominant thoughts was, I'm never going to pull this off, your affirmation might be, I can do anything I put my mind to. Get the gist? And this may take some time. I don't want you to rush this. I do want you to be honest and authentic. When we hear about affirmations, they can come across sometimes as being a little bit pretentious, fake. And yes, some philosophies do encourage fake it till you make it. There's nothing wrong with that. But the caveat is always, as I've taught you already, to feel your feelings first, address the situation, be kind to yourself, and wait until the time is ripe to begin your affirmations. At the beginning, we sometimes have to create a little structure for ourselves, get a little bit rigid. And that might mean that we recite our affirmations 10 times in the morning and 10 times in the evening. It may also mean, and this is an exercise that I prescribe a lot to my clients, and that is to put pen to paper and write your new affirmation out repeatedly, daily, for as long as it takes. A simple way to do it is 7 repetitions for 7 days and then move on to a new one. The act of putting pen to paper and writing accesses the brain's neural pathways and helps to rewire them, which is what we want. So even if you show up begrudgingly to the mirror to recite your affirmations or begrudgingly to your journal to write them out, have some patience and some faith that what you're doing actually works. Once you've completed 7 days, 14 days, 21 days, notice I'm not prescribing in a hard way. I prefer you to meet me in the middle and become your own guru from the beginning. But it does take honesty and it does take self-discipline. But I know you can do it. You're here, right? Once you've completed 7, 14 or 21 days, even longer maybe, what you will find is that your mindset will naturally become more friendly and less hostile. You'll find yourself saying things to people that you didn't even know you knew. You'll find yourself responding in ways that feel quite alien at times. But it's fun and it's cool. And no one ever is going to run away from a happy person. So first and foremost, raising your mindset, which then raises your vibration, then raises your mood, is a win-win for everyone. Not only are you going to feel better, you're going to experience better things, better experiences, better situations. You're going to get those parking spaces. You're going to get those free cups of coffee. You're going to manifest that free bunch of flowers. But on top of that, you're going to be more mentally in alignment with the goals and the desires that you have. So when things start to get a bit wobbly, which they will, because although we're talking about mindset, there's much more to it than just this. This is one component, one piece of the puzzle. I know I've said it's your most powerful tool, and it is, but as you know, I like to keep it real. When you have started to attend to what we might call low-hanging fruits, so the thoughts and the mindset and the beliefs that perhaps are most prominent, most unhelpful, and you started to work with those and you started to remold, you started to put your fingers in the clay and start to reshape the way that your mind leads and governs you, you'll start to notice those hidden, lurking, unhelpful thoughts that really might take you by surprise. So I will say this, you never get done. So it's going to require you to remain observant and present throughout. I'm not saying that you have to do the cell phone exercise for the rest of your life. After a certain period of time, that too will become second nature. A moment of stillness, a moment of self-reflection, a moment of mindfulness, observation. But eventually, just as your mindset will organically shift, so too will your tendency towards self-reflection and self-observation.